McDavid. Moves in, McDavid goes upstairs! What a goal!
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode 18 of this NHL 20 Journeyman Series, where we try to win a cup with every championship list team in the league. So as of right now, we are at 2 out of 11, I believe, as the Florida Panthers won the cup last season. So we didn't actually have to do anything. You can see there, Winnipeg, we won it with Winnipeg in 2021/22, and then Florida just won it this most recent year. But I believe, Tampa Bay won 2 cups so far, but besides that, we haven't had any repeats. So, that's kind of where we're at as far as cups go. As far as our team goes, if you missed last episode, I will leave a link in the top corner of the video. You can go back and check out the entire playlist for Journeyman here. But as of right now, we've got a franchise center running the top line. Even though he's considered a third-line scorer, Connor Howe is going to look to put up more than 20 goals this season, as he really had a down year for his rookie campaign, which is too bad, but we're putting him up with guys like Filip Zadina and Vitaly Abramov, so hopefully they will be able to produce, put some points together, as really that's what this team needs at this point. On defense, we've got 2 new kind of young studs here in Simon Lefebvre and Johan Tarnqvist, so those 2 guys are going to be kind of the heart and soul of this team moving forward. We also have a guy like Damian Ray, who we drafted 6th last episode. Again, just good young prospects, not going to make a huge difference right away, but we're working towards that. As far as goaltenders go, I mean, we got Philip Handzus there. We drafted him a little while back, and honestly, I'm pretty happy with how the team's looking overall. I think they stand a chance to compete. I don't think they stand the best chance in the world, but we are going to jump into a sim here, and what we're mainly looking to do is land a couple picks here if we can. I don't think we really need a guy like Mason Para there, but wingers like Volchenko, or that's really about it. There aren't a lot of other wingers in here. I mean, a guy like Antropov would be nice too. I don't think we stand much of a chance for landing any of those guys, but you never know. So we're just going to jump right through, do a full season sim. There's really not going to be as much content in this episode, but that's how Journeyman has gone. That's the process we've been running with, and just hope that these San Jose Sharks can somehow make the playoffs, because you never know what happens when that happens. Alright guys, so I decided to cut it halfway through the season, because in a surprising turn of events, the Sharks are actually tied for best record in the league halfway through the year. Don't ask me how, but that's just the way it's working. And Connor Howe's already had a better season than last year. There's no question about that, as he is up to an 85 overall now, and he's already bested his point total from last season. So, yeah, we definitely got a franchise center on our hands here. It's more just a matter of, is he going to be able to carry this entire team? Because, honestly, I would not put it past him at this point. Really good start. First half of the season's going well. And, I mean, do I really have to show it here? Somehow, San Jose is only being bested by our old team, Vancouver, at the moment. So, I don't know what else to say about that. Just, that's how it's working. So we're going to get into the second half of the season, and, I mean, if the Sharks maintain this, holy crap, where did that come from? But I'm not arguing with it. Don't ask me how, guys, but at the end of the season, the Sharks go 51, 26, and 9. And 5, sorry, not 9, my bad. 51, 26, and 5 for 107 points on the year. That's absurd. That's one of the best in the league. Philip Zadina scores 80 points as a right winger. I'm surprised he's not higher rated than 87. Giroux scores quite a few there at 69 points. Crosby scores 64, so he's got to be getting up there in point totals. Yeah, he's at 1,800 points now in his career. That's crazy. Kachuk scored 60. Howe scored just under 60 at 58. But definitely a big improvement from his 28 last year. So, yeah, that's always good to see. Besides that, Tarnquist scored 28 this year, so that's not too bad. And, well, that was really about it. As far as our goalies go, Gustafsson had 37 wins. Skinner had 14. So, yeah, that combines for the 51 right there. And out of the entire league, let's see. Carey Price, holy crap. Holy crap. 48 wins. That is insanity. As far as rookies go, Pavelka, no idea who he is. Rodrigo Hillen, same thing. I just don't recognize him. Sheldon Chimera had a good year. Robinson Recchi had a good year. Is there any elite players in here? Stu Bass. He was actually alright. There's an elite. Maddox Barrett. And, of course, he was drafted by Winnipeg, right? Like one of our old teams. They kind of have hit rebuild mode at this point. Faye finally got to play in the NHL at 25 years old. Jeez. Krinkovic had 22 points, and not too bad there. As far as defensemen go, Tuukka Filman, holy crap, I wish we had been able to draft him, man. That just would have been absurd. So, yeah, Carolina definitely got a steal there as a franchise defenseman, putting up 91 points. 91. Like, Jesus. He's only 24 years old as well. Okay, and then as far as skaters go, Alexander Holtz. Oh my gosh, okay. Timo Meier, man, I would have loved to have Timo Meier on our team there too. But that whole Montreal line, they each had over 100 points. Lafreniere, we know, is a high franchise now in Edmonton. 103 for him. Kako scored 100. Yamamoto had 96. Wow. Taylor Radish is a 90 rated top 6 forward. Jeez. Gotta love what morale can do to players. It's actually scary. This Hogan guy on Montreal is turning out to be insane as well. Montreal's got a really strong team by the looks of it. They just won so many games. And as far as the league goes, I think we finished top 5. Actually, no, I'd say top 10 in the league, not top 5. Yeah, we're just outside the top 5 there. As you can see, the best teams in the league. Vancouver was the best team in the league. We built that whole Vancouver team and then, lost them. They might actually not finish as the best, though, as Montreal could surpass them with only 56 wins. And then we finished 7th for sure, as nobody else is passing us there. And did we have any gaps? Nope. The top 16 all made it in by the looks of it. So that's how it should work. But, how was this team that we just assembled going to the playoffs? How? I certainly can't tell you guys. But, it is how it is. So, did Montreal beat them? Yes, they did. Haha, Montreal is the best team in the league. That's freaking scary. Okay, so we passed all of our goals there. Beautiful. And who else but the Oilers? First round, baby. We're going up against Edmonton. And let's check out their lines. I'm interested to see what Edmonton's wheeled in. Actually, the first team I want to go look at, well, there's 2. I want to look at Montreal because they are just freaking ridiculously scary. I don't want to have to play them. Jeez. I don't think we will. I don't think we'll get to that point, but you never know. Okay, and then their goaltending's terrible. Then Vancouver was the other team. Demko, yeah, definitely an elite goalie, still at 31. And overall, just a really freaking solid team here. Casey Andrechuk really grew properly there, and they've got Steven Stamkos playing third-line center. blows my mind, man. Okay, and on defense, yeah, Hughes, Canone, Sabrin, they still kept the majority of that group together, which is scary. Again, we drafted Saprikin there when we were in Vancouver. So yeah, Vancouver's looking good. And then, of course, we have to go and look at Edmonton because we're playing them. So, crap, they got an elite defenseman there. That's not good for us. They got Dylan Colin there. Colin, sorry, it's Colin, not Colin. And then their forward group is freaking, oh my god. That is a nightmare for any team to come up against, especially with the double franchise there in Lafreniere and McDavid. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Didn't they make it all the way to the final last year, too? I am, like, 90% sure that they did. Our goaltending is better than theirs, though, so that's where we might have the step, is our goalies could steal games single-handedly. It's really more going to be about how well Connor Howe can play defense here. So it's not just Connor Howe, it's all these guys. Like, all these guys are going to have to play defense if our team is going to win. And, yeah, I don't know how this team's going to end up. I mean, Johan Tarnquist is looking fine. Like, he is looking real nice, I have to say. He looks very good. And honestly, we could almost pull Damian Ray up to the NHL. I almost wanted to do that halfway through the season. We decided against it. Bogniecki could also come up to the NHL. I'm seriously tempted to bring at least one of those guys up. And Hanzus only got 7 wins. Okay, so he's not going to grow like crazy, but he'll be all right. What was the other? Okay, so we're going to try to move Bogniecki here. As they are the Barracudas out? No, they are not. But actually, yeah, they're way out of the playoff race here. Damian Ray had the most points on the entire team. All right, yeah, time to pull Bogniecki up as the Barracudas have done literally nothing. So he's coming up. Man, I honestly want to call Damian Ray up too. Those guys have both just been freaking fantastic for that team. I'd prefer to send Haas and I want to send Ferraro down, but I don't think that's the best idea. If we just send Gaetan Haas down, that should all work out. And let's hit best lines, go back, check it out. Of course, Bogniecki is nervous about his call-up. But, whatever. So, I think what we want to change here is we want to move Bjorkstrand either up or, I don't know, we could just put Bogniecki in here. He doesn't fit very well. Where does he fit? On one of those 3 lines. I don't know which one. We could go like that. I don't want to go like that as that's just a weaker lineup. So maybe we get Krinkovic out here. Throw in either Bjorkstrand or Hartman. Let's try Hartman first. And that works. Okay. So yeah, honestly, I'm okay with that bottom line. That looks just fine still. And honestly, I think we stand a fairly decent chance here against Edmonton. As far as the defense goes, I would prefer to try Damian Ray in here. And he does fit. But he would be better up on different pairings like that. So we're going to keep it as is. We're going to keep Damian Ray where he is. And yeah, we just got a younger defensive core here that we are trying to grow. A lot of these guys they're either 28 or they're 19. That's essentially how it works, is these guys are just, there's a 10-year difference between most defenders. And our goalies, well, we got Stuart Skinner and we got Philip Gustafsson here, or Gustafsson, I guess you'd say. And he's considered an elite goalie as a starter, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what goes on here next episode as we hit the playoffs as a contending team against really what is a championship team here. So that's going to be wrapping this episode up. If you guys are enjoying this franchise mode so far and the concept of it, then please go down below, leave a like on the video. please consider subscribing if you made it to the end of the video. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so I become a partner with YouTube. But that's pretty much it. Also, make sure you comment. I love to read your guys' comments on how you think I could improve this series, do stuff like that. And just ask me questions about franchise mode. I can answer probably most of them, maybe not all of them, but yeah, that's going to be it for me. This is Etanyos signing out, and see ya.